Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So please, okay, I'm just gonna put a disclaimer now. My nails are terrible. Like, no, you know how those YouTubers be like, oh my god, my nails are so terrible, but they're actually cute. No, like dead ass. But yeah, we move. So my name is Rue. Okay, I didn't say that in the last video because I don't know, it was just all over the place. But yeah, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. So the first one on my list is She. Right, so this is an Indian series, right? I'm not sure what language it is in, but most of the time Bollywood productions are in Hindu or Hindi. So she's an Indian police officer, and then they place her undercover to try and catch these like big time criminals because she's a woman, right? So the fact that she's a woman means that she can pass off as a prostitute. So they put her in all these dangerous situations. And she pretty much has to navigate that, so it's quite interesting, and you guys should watch it. You just be warned that there are some scenes that allude sexual assault, as well as the fact that some of the characters make like they say these really hectic things that are just like ish, but the script also. But I think it was actually a pretty realistic depiction of what women are treated like in a professional environment as well as socially, right? So it's pretty good. The last episode of it has a great cliffhanger, so if you're into that sort of thing, you know, like character development, someone evolving. And then the next one that I want to talk about, I mean, if you take nothing else from this video, I think everyone should watch Never Have I Ever, which is also an Indian lead, right? But this time it's a teenager, an American Indian teenager. She's Hindu. It's essentially the series that I wish more black girls had, you know, the series where it's just a normal child or a normal teenager with normal problems, and they're not doing this thing that's constantly done in like most black films, for example, where the character where the character is pretty much traumatized by like different things that happen to them, right? Because they're trying to, of course, to depict what's happening in our real lives, you know, like for example with The Hate You Give. That's a teen movie, but it's about police brutality. Kiki Palmer's Brotherly Love, it's a teen movie, but it's about teenage pregnancy. So it's almost as if all series and movies that have predominantly black characters do this thing where they just traumatize us. So for me, Never Have I Ever was really relatable. I mean, she is Indian, but there were so many themes throughout that I as a black girl could relate to, and I wish I could have watched it when I was a teenager myself. They really explore deep themes such as grief, loss, really well in Never Have I Ever. If you haven't seen it, it's actually pretty big on Netflix, and it's maybe the most popular one I'm going to mention in this video. If you haven't seen it, it's like a Bildungsroman. Why am I using these terms? It's just like a coming of age story series style, but it's really great. It's funny. It will make you cry. It'll make you cry and laugh at the same time. I loved it so much. I can't express how much I loved it. This is like a 10 out of 10. I'll give She about a 7 out of 10 because it's quite slow. Like, it's a slow burn type series. But if you like those, then I think you'll enjoy it. Another series that I think everybody should watch. Well, not everybody. This series, guys, I'm not too sure about it. Like, it's called Demi. It's about, if you were into Pretty Little Liars type of aesthetic, type of vibe, Demi is exactly like that. But it has this very strange overtone of like sexualizing almost every female interaction, even if that female interaction is between a student and a teacher. So yeah, no, this one I think you should approach with caution. Like, I was more watching it as out of curiosity to see, are these directors really going in the direction I think they're going? So the synopsis of it is that there's this high school girl. What was her name? I can't remember what her name is. I'll put it somewhere here. But yeah, she's black. Yeah, so she has this well, she's a high schooler, she's a cheerleader, and I can't remember what position of cheerleading she is, but she's the one who is at the bottom, right? And then her best friend is the top girl, and she's kind of cuckoo. And then so they get a new cheerleading coach, and it's this really intense, like let's imagine Regina George grown up, and then she came back to coach her team at the school. That's exactly what that woman is like. So they have all these, it's like a web of lies, and it's pretty much like Pretty Little Liars. So many things happen. They allude to, I don't know, everyone has been talking about this, but there's this trend of writers pairing a white character with a racially ambiguous a racially ambiguous girl and making them lovers. This one definitely has those elements as well. And another thing that the series does is it explores like themes of bullying, the pressure that you have as a teenager in high school. One of the most important themes, or the darkest themes that they explore is, of course, like peer pressure, bullying, like especially how it works in a girl universe, right? Speaking of that, I'm actually going to film now a video about boys' schools and why they're so weird. But anyway, so this is a pretty good series if you're into cheerleaders, Pretty Little Liars, aesthetic. Yeah, it's good. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 because I think they over-sexualize them way too much, and sometimes it's really not necessary. But camera work, acting, top notch, like 10 out of 10 on those. And then, so I've recommended about 3 series. I think we should also do movies because I kind of ran out of not unpopular, but like not too well-known series that have a black or person of color female character, right? So I thought we would do movies. All right, for movies I only have 2. The nail, guys. I only have 2. I only have 2 of them, which are, first it's Furie. This one, was it a Thai movie? But yeah, it's a martial arts movie. This woman, it's pretty straightforward synopsis. This woman's daughter gets kidnapped and she has to go on a rescue mission, and this woman can beat ass. Like, yo guys, it has one of the best fight scenes I've watched in all the movies I've watched, male fight scenes included. It's so good. If you're into like just watching a woman kick ass, please watch Fury. Plot wise, I mean, it's not a complicated story, right? So you're not gonna watch this to analyze and be like, this is action. Like, think Bruce Lee female version, literally. Such a good actress in terms of like stunts, the way the fights are choreographed, everything is great. I really love this movie. I think everyone should watch it. And then the last movie I'm going to recommend. So when I made this list, in my mind I was like, I'm so sick of every single thing that I'm watching. Having like, a boring, mediocre lead whom I can't relate to, who looks nothing like me. Right? So I chose shows on Netflix that I found that I think are a bit, not relatable, but they just something fresh. It's not your usual white girl in the suburbs with so many issues. Oh my god. I know I said that I don't want trauma black woman stories, but I think it's also quite telling that the only show in my list that has an unambiguously black person in it is also showing trauma. But this was such a powerful movie that I watched. It's called Roxxane Roxxane. It's about a female rapper and all the struggles she went through, how the industry played her, essentially, how the industry took advantage of her, or how she was taken advantage of by men in the industry. And it's so good, although I do hate that it's a sad story. I won't lie to you, it's a sad story. But I think we need to change that. When are we getting happy black people stories? Like, it really annoys me. But yeah, watch Roxxane Roxxane, quite good. If you have your own recommendations of movies or series with a strong female lead, comment. I need the engagement as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Friday. This better be Apple Friday, girl. I'm talking to you, Miss Editing Girl. And I will see you guys next time.